I saw a community dying.
Desolate.
Economic growth is fragile.
More health
You
services.
get more input when you're home.
30 to 50% of the people live in poverty.
More diversity of income.
When you see it fall down, it's like a part of you is falling down.
Over the past decade, America has enjoyed one of the most robust periods of economic expansion it has ever known. But not everyone has shared in the wealth. Poverty, unemployment, and crime persist in too many urban neighborhoods and rural communities. Until someone steps in to make a difference. For almost 2 decades, LISC, the Local Initiative Support Corporation, has been stepping in to help rebuild America's communities, working closely with local groups created by concerned citizens to revitalize the distressed areas in which they live. LISC operates through a network of 38 local offices and a national rural program to channel grants, investments, and technical support from corporations, foundations, and public agencies to community development corporations, known as CDCs, throughout the United States. In 20 years, LISC has invested over $3 billion in lower-income communities, leveraging a total of $7 billion to build homes, businesses, and community facilities.
I think what makes LISC so unusual, and what I first became intrigued by when I was the Secretary of the Treasury, was that LISC didn't try to dictate from above what communities would do, but rather LISC worked with neighborhood leaders, and LISC provided the financial support, the technical training, and the various kinds of support that can be provided by a very experienced group of people who've done this sort of thing for a long time.
One of LISC's earliest and most enduring commitments has been to help communities increase their stock of affordable housing. And one of the neighborhoods it has helped to rebuild is in South Central Philadelphia. For almost a decade, LISC has been working with Universal Community Homes, a CDC founded by music company CEO Kenny Gamble to help save his old neighborhood.
My inspiration for this is that in growing up in this area, I used to come back here, go into my office, and I saw how devastated this community had become. My motivation was to try and revitalize this community and put something back.
This is an organization that has such a vision about what this community can be, what all of the hidden talents are right now, and how to bring that all to the fore.
Just about every project that we have, LISC is a major part of that project.
So far, Universal Community Homes has built or rehabilitated 100 affordable housing units for the residents of South Central.
I see new vision for this area. I see a great upliftment. I see people being empowered. I see them living in good, solid homes.
LISC has also helped Universal Community Homes start up other important projects, including job training, small business support, a charter school, and commercial development.
This is an organization that takes chances, and so they took a chance on us.
As important as housing is to the neighborhoods where we work, we've also discovered over the years that there's a good deal more involved in the creation of stable, healthy, and revitalized communities. Job creation, business investment, quality child care and youth development, education and training, crime reduction are all essential ingredients in revitalizing a community.
Creating safe streets has been a big factor in the redevelopment of the Swope Parkway section of Kansas City, Missouri, a once desolate and drug-infested area that has become a thriving residential and commercial center through the leadership of community builders of Kansas City.
So we don't go in and just try to build a project, we try to rebuild a whole community.
A vital sign of Swope Parkway's comeback is the H&R Block Service Center being developed by community builders, which is bringing 800 jobs to the area and anchoring further development. LISC helped to fund the facility and its community security efforts. These efforts include a crime-fighting collaboration among local police, residents, and CDCs, which helped to assure H&R Block that it was safe to locate in the area.
Because of community builders' meetings with the neighbors around this area, and because of the community organizing supported by LISC, those things were not true and the crime rate was dropping.
It means that our residents now feel comfortable enough to talk to the cops about whatever is going on in the neighborhood. So we're very happy to say that we've had some real successes.
The citizens are feeling extremely empowered, and they feel like they really have a handle on what's going on in the neighborhood now.
Working together, people and the police can really make a difference in how a community develops.
Another key element of LISC's approach to community renewal is stimulating commercial development.
There was a 50% vacancy rate. The streets were filthy. The crime rate was incredible. At nighttime, all you could hear were gunshots.
Working with the Unity Council, LISC's commercial corridor redevelopment strategy has spruced up storefronts, made streets safer and cleaner, and helped retain and recruit businesses. The effort has been a huge success. 100 new jobs were created. Over half of the businesses reported growth in sales, and 2/3 of merchants had an increase in customer traffic. A lot of people who didn't come to this area now come with the knowledge that they'll find the merchandise they're looking for, good prices, and safe, clean streets. LISC is now helping the Unity Council with Transit Village, a $100 million project to develop housing, shops, and neighborhood services around the Fruitvale Bay Area Rapid Transit Station.
They're going to put in the largest single loan that they have ever made, that LISC has ever made, a $4 million bridge loan for the Transit Village.
LISC's mission to revitalize America's communities also encompasses neglected rural areas. It mobilizes capital and technical support for 70 rural CDCs in 37 states.
LISC saw a need to work in rural areas. In many places in this area, there wasn't any type of employment outside of coal mines.
Appalachia ranks among the most distressed rural areas in the nation. But LISC is helping to bring the region back to economic health by working with CDCs like the Kentucky Highlands Investment Corporation, which provides venture capital for businesses in southern and eastern Kentucky to create employment for area residents. Kentucky Highlands has helped bring about an economic resurgence in McCreary County, Kentucky, through its support of businessmen like J.C. Agnew. The CDC provided funds for Agnew's Outdoor Venture Corporation, a tent and airbag manufacturer.
Having Kentucky Highlands in our corner and having their confidence and their patience has really made a big difference for our ability to stay in the game at times when there's pretty darn cloudy outside.
Our investment is not just in the company, also it's an investment in the people.
I would hate to think what would happen if for some reason it wasn't here.
Kentucky Highlands has played a role in creating 1 out of every 3 manufacturing jobs in the region. From isolated rural areas to decaying urban centers, LISC is helping Americans to help themselves, creating vibrant communities with affordable housing, thriving commercial establishments, daycare centers, community sports programs, educational opportunities, job training and placement, and safe, clean streets. LISC provides many kinds of financial and technical assistance to the CDCs it works with. But perhaps the most valuable investment it makes is in people, in the neighbors who are helping neighbors renew their communities.
A neighborhood is a place where a kid is safe.
We're building people. We're building futures for young people.
Economic activity does not happen spontaneously.
This is about revitalizing communities.
LISC, helping neighbors build communities.